Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today is December 27th, 2021, and it is nearly New Year's here in Brazil and around the world. So this video I'm going to simply talk about the entry requirements coming into Brazil. The reason why I never did a video before is because this is constantly evolving, always changing, so I felt it's kind of arbitrary to do a video previous when I knew that this would all change. I think we're at kind of the closing stages of all of this until hopefully one day this whole thing is over. So let's just get right to it of the three items that you need when coming into Brazil. And this is for travelers who are flying into Brazil. And for most countries, I believe this affects most countries. So the first item is you need to provide a negative PCR test 72 hours before travel, and the other option you could do as well is a antigen test. I think it's no later than 24 hours prior to travel as well. So either or of those you could present. The second item that you need to present is I believe it's a traveler's health declaration. Yes, that's what it is. And I believe all of the airlines have these, and you need to fill this out and provide it to immigration as well when you enter Brazil. And the final thing that you need to do is present your proof of vaccination with a vaccine that has been authorized by the World Health Organization. So I don't know whatever vaccine you've taken or whatever, you just have to provide proof of that when coming into immigration, customs, or whatever. I think with those three things you should be fine. An interesting side note though when it came to this, so they were discussing this in Brazil earlier in December, I believe it was, and they were going back and forth. The president didn't want to have a passport and all that stuff and whatever. They finally came to an agreement that they were going to allow people who had not taken the medical procedure to come in, so long as they prove with a negative PCR test 72 hours before travel, or an antigen test, like I mentioned before. But they would have to do a 5-day quarantine, I believe it was. That was the requirement for people who are not fully vaccinated coming into Brazil. Now, interestingly enough, the health ministry had been hacked here in Brazil, and apparently this is not the first time it's happened. This has happened 7 years ago. I don't remember exactly what the details were, but this would be, and then they were hacked again in the same week. So twice the health ministry was hacked twice, and they lost all the data and everything. I believe they had a backup with all the information of like vaccination records and other information that is stored at the health ministry of Brazil. Insane. Only, I wonder what the reason why they hacked it. So they had to delay these requirements for travelers coming in, so people were still able to travel in because there was no way to keep track and this and that. So very interesting. I believe the time that they hacked in 2014, they even supposedly wrote something to the effect of, "This website is shit, please fix it, or else we'll expose the ones responsible." Something like that I was reading in an article while I was doing the research for this. So it's never a dull moment, and it's never a boring time to be alive, for sure, especially not in Brazil. So this is just for your information, guys. It's a quick video in case you don't know what the requirements are if you're planning on coming to Brazil or not. I can't say whether I agree with these regulations or not. I just find that it's constantly a ever-changing situation that we'll have to see what happens in the future. So until the next time, guys, it's just a quick one, so you guys know what to expect. I believe if you don't have these requirements, you will not be allowed to enter Brazil. I don't know if this is going to change in the new year. I will keep you guys updated. And until the next video, take care, guys.